Hi, I'm Solomon and welcome to eSpares, the appliance repair channel that helps you fix your home appliances yourself. In this video, we're going to address Siemens Dishwasher errors E01 through to E05. When you see this pop up on your display, this usually indicates there is an issue relating to the electronics in the appliance. In other words, a technical error has occurred. This is likely caused by a glitch in the dishwasher PCB, which can be resolved in one or two ways. So let's jump straight into it, figuring out what we can do to resolve the Siemens dishwasher problem. Before anything else, the first thing you should try is restarting the machine, as this can sometimes fix any glitches. We want to turn the machine off and disconnect it from the mains and leave it for about 2 to 5 minutes. Then reconnect the appliance and turn it back on. If you're still seeing the error codes, the only other way to resolve this is to replace the dishwasher control board. For this repair, you're going to need a Torx T20 screwdriver, a flat blade screwdriver, large and small. You will also need a new PCB. To check out our range of PCBs, look at the link in the description below. Always remember, safety first. Switch off your appliance from the mains and unplug it before carrying out any work. To remove the top panel, we want to push in the two clips located here and here. So gently just push that in. That should clip out of place. To remove the top panel, we just want to lift slightly, slide it back, and then put it to one side. We now need to remove the side panel. If you're looking at it from the front of the machine, it will be to your right. We have a Torx 20 screwdriver to remove the screws. So this is the top screw, which will be slightly longer than the bottom screw, which we're about to remove. As you can see there, the bottom screw is a lot smaller than the top screw. From the back of the machine, we want to remove this screw here, which will be on the same side as the front two that you just removed earlier. Again, this is a smaller screw. We now want to remove the side panel by pulling it gently, leaving a gap here to pop it off the clip. Like so, and then we're just going to place this safely to one side. Now you will need to remove the PCB itself, which can be a little tricky. First, remove the mains cable leading into the PCB at the back of the machine. Simply pull it out. Like so. And place that to one side. There is one more Torx T20 screw at the rear of the machine between the chassis and the base that will also need removing, which is this one here. Again, this is one of the longer screws, so remember to replace that at the end. Then, with your flat blade screwdriver, push the two tabs in on the PCB housing and slowly lift it up. It will stop in its tracks, blocked by the cabinet. Now you will need to switch to a large flat blade screwdriver and carefully position it between the chassis and the base, like so. Make sure you get that in there to about there. Use it as a wedge to lift the cabinet. Now you should be able to pull the PCB out of the appliance. There you go. Unclip the PCB housing cover with your flat blade screwdriver. Just pop that like so. This will also be a good time to take a picture of the wires so that when we come to reconnect the new PCB, it'll be a lot quicker and smoother later on. We now want to remove the wires from the clip. Let's start on this end first and remove that like so, and then the middle clip here. We can then go ahead and remove these from the PCB. This one should just pull out like so. The remaining ones, if you click on these clips here and then lift. And there you go. And then the last one is just this clip here. Before we can show you how to replace your dishwasher control board, you will need to know the model of your appliance. If you don't know the model or where to find it, you can check out the video here. Now that you have your new PCB, we can go ahead and reconnect all the wires. If you need to refer back to the photo you took earlier, this will be a great time. So, like so. Just make sure those are secure. You can then go ahead and reattach the wires to the clips like so. The first one. Once you've attached those wires, we can then go ahead and reconnect the door lock. This will only fit into one of the clips. We can then go ahead and replace the PCB cover and attach it like so, ensuring that the power plug is facing the inside of the machine. And then with your flat blade screwdriver, just lift it and slot it in like so. Using your Torx T20 screwdriver, we're going to reattach the long screw to the back of the machine on the rear left, like so. Then we want to reattach the lagging mat, ensuring that it slips into the slot just there near the PCB, so it's secured in place. We can now go ahead and replace the side panel to the machine, ensuring that the screw hole is in line. Using your Torx T20 and the small screw, we just want to reattach that now, like so. Now we've got the back screw on, we want to lift the panel and then just flick it on to the front like so. We can then go ahead and reattach the two screws to the front of the machine. Just make sure that the plastic is moved out the way, like so. And then again for the bottom screw, which is the smaller screw, like so. To reattach the top panel, we want to line up the clips on the top panel to the clip holes at the back of the machine. Like so. With the top panel in place, we want to gently just push down and you should hear a click. And as you can see, that is secured. And then lift the front door. We can now go ahead and reconnect the main power cord to the machine. And this will only go in one way. And as you can see, the cord will go towards the inside. And this is how you fix a Siemens dishwasher error code E01, E02, E03, E04 or E05. A PCB replacement could also be in order if you're experiencing other kind of errors, for example E15 or E34. That being said, if you do see other error codes pop up on your Siemens dishwasher, we have a handy playlist that goes through them and shows you how to fix them. Finally, make sure you check out our channel and subscribe, as we have hundreds of maintenance guides, repair tutorials and more. Thank you for watching.